Hi everyone, this is Meenakshi Ramesh from tapyourwaytohealing.com. Today is day 16 of the 21-day tapping video series in December. Today's topic is from least restrictive to most restrictive. This is a term that all of us are familiar with, or at least many of us are familiar with in terms of interacting with our school districts, getting services for our child, or getting them placed in a classroom. And, all of us are familiar with this term, least restrictive, and this is something we have all focused on as parents and caregivers for our children. But ever since COVID started, all of our children and young adults are at home. Many of them are, have moved from least restrictive environments to most restrictive environments, which I call that as home. I feel home has become a most restrictive environment for them, and it's really taking a toll on their physical, mental, and emotional health. It's very hard to say if they are picking up the energy from us or we are picking up the energy from them. This is actually nobody's fault. We are all going with the motions and dealing with things as and when they come, and we are actually learning to take things one day at a time. So today's tapping is going to be focused on this topic. I don't even know what I'm going to say, just surrendering to the divine as always and let the divine take the lead. So before we tap, let's bring someone into our heart space who can receive a lot of love, light, and healing energy from us, and from these tapping rounds as well. Setting an intention to send healing energy to this person, place, or a pet, or anybody in your life. So let's tap. Even though my child has moved from a least restrictive to a most restrictive environment, I choose to acknowledge this journey, and I also acknowledge all the challenges that go along with this. Even though I have always wanted my child to be in a least restrictive environment and really develop independent skills ever since the shelter in place and lockdown in place. It has been very hard. Each and every day has been very different for all of us. I choose to acknowledge this is where we all are at right now. Even though when I wake up in the morning, I make several plans for myself and my child, but a lot of times things do not go as we planned. I choose to acknowledge, to go with the flow, and be ready to make changes as and when they are required. This home setting is too restrictive. There are too many things to do, but there is a lot of time. But that doesn't mean I have to keep my child engaged all the time, 24/7, and ultimately leading to a burnout. I give myself permission to know that if things are going to be done all by me, I can do it my way. I can customize goals according to my needs and not focus on my child's needs all the time. I give myself permission to have a lot of downtime for myself and also include a lot of downtime for my child. It is much easier said than done. But I choose to be open to this idea of having some fun and play and peace and harmony in this most restrictive environment. I am a work in progress, and my child is also a work in progress. If I'm going to be doing this with my child for a very long time, I need to develop endurance. And I need to find a pace that is suitable for all of us. And it may not be the pace that someone else is following. It has to be a pace that is in alignment with our family's goals and intentions. I have been doing this for a very long time, and I know my child really well. But as my child grows older, his needs and demands and expectations also change. I recognize the fact that we grow and learn from each other. So as I tweak the goals that we set for the day or the week, I also take into account that some days, some goals may not be met and fulfilled. And that's totally okay. So every time I try to be hard on myself or my child, I choose to take a few calming breaths, and return to center. And maybe I can also ask my child to do the same. And from that place, we can create new goals and new intentions for that day and move on to having fun, play, and joy. Stop tapping, take a breath. So this is something I've learned. I'm still learning. Like I said, we all are a work in progress in terms of tweaking the goals and just going with the flow. So that's why I was inspired to choose this topic today and make a video. I hope this was helpful for many. Even if it is not, you can still tap along and borrow some benefits and release some stuck energy from your energy body. So that's all for today. I will see you all again tomorrow with another video. Bye. Take good care.